Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you some more of The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. In the last video, we went to the Ice Ring Isle and we got the Iron Boots. And we made our way over to Shark Island, and I actually wanted to get out really quick and show you something. Now, if you remember, after we did all the switches for Shark Island, it made that like whirlwind appear. That whirlwind disappears after you go through a loading screen, so you need to take advantage of it when you have it. I forgot to mention that. I also took Grandma's soup to replenish my health, and if you remember, you get double damage from her soup, and your sword will glow that this golden color. That's how you can tell that you're getting the double damage effect. And so, with all of that out of the way, we can continue on. And so, my next destination is Five Eye Reef. I will see you there. Okay, and so here we are at our very first reef island. There are multiple reef islands. There's 1 through 6. And you, like I said before, you can't actually complete the objective here until you have beaten the Helmarock King. So until you've done that in the story, you cannot come to this island because these cannons won't be here. And you have to destroy the cannons in order to make the item appear that you need. And what are they doing? They just went all cross-eyed for a second. So all of the reefs are like this. I'll show this first one just to show you what it's like. All of the other ones I will cut out because there are quite a few of these bombs or cannons, and it might get a little boring watching it over and over again. You'll know you've destroyed all of them because a chest will appear. Did we I think we hit bombs in midair a second time and a third time. Wow, I had no idea you could do that. Wow, that was cool. I've learned quite a few things in this playthrough. A lot of things that I didn't know would actually happen. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, you'll know you've destroyed all of them once a chest appears. Not all of these contain a special item. Some of them just contain rupees. Of course, I will only be going to the ones that contain or wait a minute, let me take a look at this. There's 5, 3, Cyclops 6. Okay, pretty much all of these contain a special item. I take back whatever stupid thing I just said. Pretty much you want to do all of these reefs because they have a special item to them. I have no idea what I was talking about. If you could guess, all of the special items are treasure charts. They're just basic treasure charts. Or no, they're not basic treasure charts. They are not. They are special charts. I probably should have just double-checked everything before I went into making this video. But it's no big deal. I'm catching myself here. So there's usually like a tall or high point that you can get to. Like, that's probably the highest point, and then you can just float on over to the middle. And we get... Okay, yes, we get a treasure chart. Okay. Okay, I see what I've... Oh my god, this is awful. We get treasure charts, but these treasure charts don't lead to rupees or pieces of heart. They lead to other special charts. So, this one in particular leads to the Great Fairy chart, which the Great Fairy chart would show you all of the Great Fairies on the Great Sea. So, now that we have gotten this one, I will see you guys at Needle Rock Isle. Okay, and so you might remember this island because we were here for one of the... Shoot. We were here for one of the, Koroks. Let's see, is there a beetle ship nearby? I can't remember. I probably should have specified, but before you come to this island, you need a hoi pair, because we're going to need a seagull to get all the way up to the top there. I'm really sorry. I should try to remember these a little bit better. And I don't think I can really... You know, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it, and I will use a hoi pair. So if you remember these things, it allows us to take control of a seagull. If you take damage as a seagull, you will automatically go back to controlling Link, so it's like a one-hit, one-try. But there's a switch all the way up at the top here, and man, you know, I do really love controlling the seagulls. You just get to fly it around, you can take a look at everything. But there we go, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. But I kind of, you know, I hope there's like some sort of like flying aspect in some of the, in like the new Zelda game or something, you know, because I mean, that's just so cool. I mean, even if it's something as stupid as taking control of a seagull, it's just, it's so much fun being able to fly around and see the land from way, way up high. But let's see. Okay, so there's this over here, which you can melt it with your fire arrows and go underground and fight some more enemies for a rupee prize. I'm going to just skip out on that for now. But there's one more thing here. There's a blue choo-choo. As I was in the middle of the Korok trading or after I did the Korok trading sequence, I realized that I could have gotten that then, but I was originally planning on getting it now, so I guess it doesn't entirely matter, but whatever. Next, I will be at 3-Eye Reef. I'll see you guys there. Okay, and first thing before we actually head inside, there is something we can salvage, and I believe something I forgot to mention is if you bring out your grappling hook and push the joystick to the left, you can go from side to side with the grappling hook. I don't think I specified that, but you can do that. It does actually make a difference. Maybe if you like overshot a treasure by just a little bit, you can just move the arm to the other side and probably get it. I've done that quite a few times, but that's a little feature that's here. And we get a piece of heart. And next, I will tackle the inside of this thing here, so I'll see you after I've done that. And we get another treasure chart. This one leads to the Sea Hearts chart. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I actually had to just double check exactly what that chart did. The Sea Hearts chart shows you which islands have treasure charts that will lead to a piece of heart. So it shows every single chart that will bring you a heart when you salvage it. And let's see, my next destination is Cyclops Reef. So I will see you guys there. Okay, now that I'm here, I'll cut to once I finish this off. And of course, if you maybe didn't notice, all of these islands get their names based on how many like mountains appear in the middle. So Cyclops has one, you know, the 2, 3, 4-eye, you know, that has that many number of mountains in the middle. But I will see you once I finish this. Okay, and one thing I think I failed to mention is that you can actually press up and down on the joystick, and when you do that, it will affect the volume of the beats that go by. So, like, that's normal, but then when you have it down, you can kind of see that there's a difference in volume. But with that out of the way, I can actually fly to the center. I just thought I'd point that out really quick. And so I guess I'll probably just leave this in because I don't want to leave like a you know, cut out like 2 seconds or something. So, yep. Let's see, Cyclops. This gives us the light ring chart. Now, what's funny about this one is that it's actually salvaged at this very island. So, let's see, what number was that? It's number 21. So, I will go over to that, open it up, and we'll actually be able to salvage this right now. I think this is the only chart, one of the only charts in the game where you actually salvage it at the same island. I know there's the one at Windfall in the auction that is also, there's a chart that you get in the auction that is picked up at Windfall as well. Let's see, there we go. Get away from me, whatever you are. And there we go, the light ring charts. That will show us where rings of light mystically appear on the sea under the full moon. Now for this, I've never actually been like entirely sure of exactly what it does. I think it's just those light ring circles that we saw, I believe it was in the last video. But I'm not entirely sure because those seem to appear even when it's not the full moon. So I'm actually kind of confused by this one. But next off, we will be going to Six Eye Reef. So I will see you there. Okay, and here we are at Six Eye. Now, can't remember, but you know, some of these do have like a few more cannons than the other ones, I think. I don't know. But yeah, there's just so many areas for, you know, cannons to be at that yeah, it might take a while, so I'll just see you guys afterwards. And this gives us the Octo Chart. That will show you where all of the big octos are located on the Great Sea. And so now that we have that, we have just one more reef to go to. That is the Four Eye Reef. So I will see you guys there. Okay, I lied. I'm actually at Rockspire Isle because I actually collected quite a few rupees. I collected more rupees than I thought I was going to. So I figured on the way to Four Eye Reef, I thought I'd come in here and get the last item that he has, which is the Piece of Heart. So if you'll notice, he just said he like remodeled and stuff. So, you know, when he says he's closing down, all that means is that he's just remodeling. You know, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to get these items again. But I believe we completed another heart piece right there. So now that I got that, we can actually continue on to Four Eye Reef. Okay, and now that we're here, we do have a chart that we can collect, and I might be too far away. Nope, I got it. But we can collect this really quick before we go inside and destroy all the cannons. And this is actually the Great Fairy Chart, which is what we, the chart that we collected from the Five Eye Reef. So now we get to collect it here. And so with that out of the way, I can go inside and destroy everything. So I will see you after that. Okay, and before we actually continue on, I just want to tell you that there's a few of those light rings in here. So if you need some rupees, you can collect a few. It looks like there's maybe about 5 of them in here. But there's also another thing that I want to talk about before I finish off the video and collect that final treasure over there. I know there was like a lot of cutting, a lot of traveling, and we mostly went to reefs, which might have been a little boring, but I kind of wanted to get them out of the way and maybe do them like kind of, you know, like I guess soonish, you know, like as soon as I could, because they all had like special charts. And this is about the time in the game when you really start to like explore everything and try to, you know, 100% it. And so with, you know, with like Great Fairy charts and sea charts and Octo charts, Island Heart charts and all that stuff, you know, this is just a really good time to collect it all because it can help you, you know, 100% the game. And so, yeah, that's why I just wanted to do it in bulk. That's why I wanted to do it now. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's why. I mean, you can always, you know, you can play the game however you want to. You could tackle these reefs anytime you want to. I thought, just for the sake of this Let's Play, I would just get them all out of the way right now. And this one, that's the Island Heart Charts. That will show you every piece of heart that you can collect on each island, I believe, or at least the main islands, or I think it's the ones you can get from like side quests or something. So there's that. So pretty much all of your items should be accounted for with these charts. So if you keep track of everything and follow those charts, you should be able to find all of the items that you need to. But I'm going to end this video here. So next time we are going to go to the Fire Mountain, as well as visit Outset Island once again. So, I will see you then.